All right, if you would please find your textbooks, and we are going to turn to page, let me actually get there. We're going to turn to page 171 in our textbooks. We should be looking at activity 1.2. Activity 1.2. All right, so using proportions to solve percent problems. Corinne, Eduardo, and Adina each set up proportions to solve 4 different percent problems. Read each percent problem and analyze the corresponding student's work. All right, a shirt costs $20. If it's on sale for 75%, what is the discount? All right, so it looks like Corinne, she did part over whole is equal to a percent over 100. Now let's think, what's our part, what's our whole, and what's our percent? Well, I know that my shirt cost $20 and it's on sale for 75% off. So what is the discount? So my total is 20, my percent is 75, and my part is unknown. So I would have unknown over 20 equals 75 over 100. And that's what Corinne has done here, except she just flipped it over. She did percent over 100 equals part over whole. Okay. Now, the next step that Corinne used is that she used the cross product method in order to locate X. So she did 75 times 20 and 100 times X and set those equal to each other. Then she found 1500 is equal to 100X. And she noticed that in order to get X by itself, you need to divide by 100 on both sides. This goes to 1, so I'm left with 1X is equal to 15. So the discount is $15. $15. So the question is asking, how did Corinne know where to place the 20 in her proportion? So Corinne, she noticed that the 20 represents the whole and would be substituted for the W in our proportion. Oh, sorry. 20 represents the whole and would be substituted for the W in our proportion. All right, a skirt originally cost $28. Alicia pays $21 for the skirt during a sale. What is the percent, or what percent does Alicia save with the sale? All right, so I know my part is 21, my total is 28, and I'm locating the percent. That's the unknown. So with part over whole equals percent over 100, you would have 21 over 28 is equal to unknown over 100, or X over 100. Eduardo, he used the cross product method again. Well, he used it as well. And we did 100 times 21, X times 28. Then we did 100 times 21 to get to 2100. He learned that dividing by 28 on both top and bottom goes to 1. What you do to one side, you do to the other. To get X's equal to 75%. So Eduardo said Alicia paid 75% of the cost, so Alicia saved 25%. How did Eduardo decide Alicia saved 25%? And this is what he did. He calculated that $21 is what Alicia paid. And this is 75% of the original cost. Therefore, making the discount 25%. Doing 100 minus 75 is equal to 25. Because if you look back up at the shirt cost, it originally was 28. She paid 21 for the shirt. Do you think we had 75% off the shirt? Now, if you think about it, even at 50%, that's going to be $14. We're above $14 here. So I have to be less than 75%, less than 50%, which then that's how Eduardo knew that 75% is what we paid from the original cost, and therefore making our discount 25%. So you did 100 minus 75 to get us to 25%. All right. A ski hat was on sale for 25% off. 25% off, which is $5 off. What is the original price of my ski hat? So my part I know is 5, my whole is unknown, and my percent is 25. So we had percent over 100 equals part over total, which is unknown over 5. Adina used the cross product again, or as well. Now we see that she has a thumbs down, so let's see what she did wrong. So let's see. Oh, okay, wait, Miss Roberts needs to stop and look at this. So in order to write this correctly, we would need to have 5 over W is equal to 25 over 100. Now notice what Adina did. She did unknown over 5. She said my 5 was my total to get all the way down. So explain what Adina did incorrectly, then set up and solve a problem correctly. So Adina placed the 5 in the whole spot. Now, let's set this up correctly and solve. So I'm going to go over here. So I'm going to have part over whole equals percent over 100. 5 over W equals 25 over 100. Okay. We can use the cross product, but we can also use scaling method. So I know that 25 to 5 is divided by 5. So 100 divided by 5 is going to be 20. So the original price for my shirt is, or for my ski hat, sorry, is $20. The original price of my ski hat is $20. All right. All of the problems in the original, in the previous activity here, involved a scale or a markdown. To make money, businesses often buy products from a wholesale or distributor for one amount and add to that amount to determine the price they will sell the product to their customers. This is called a markup. The school store is selling spiritware. They mark up all their prices by 20% and sell it to the community and students. If the store's cost of a sweatshirt is $25, what's the customer's cost? Analyze the 4 students' responses below. All right, so I know that I know that 25 is my whole, 20 is my percent, and I want to know what is the customer's cost because I marked it up 20%. So our part, our percent, and our total. So my part is unknown. my percent is 20, and my total is 25. Okay. Now, I want to know what is the customer's cost. So the store purchases this for $25. I'm going to mark it up an additional 20%. So I need to know what is 20% of 25. So Dina did percent over 100 equals part over total. So she set it up correctly. And she learned that X is equal to 5. So the customer's cost is $5. Well, does that sound right to you? It doesn't sound right to me. If I'm buying it for 25 and I'm upcharging it, I'm not going to charge my customer just $5. Like, I'm losing money in this situation. Ben said percent over 100, that's correct, equals part over total. All right. X is equal to 5. And then he says, okay, the customer's cost is $5 plus $25 is equal to 30. Well, he is correct here, because what he did is he's added the $5 plus the original 25, and to get me a grand total of $30. All right. All right. We've got two more friends. Let's look to see what they did. Luke says this: the new whole is the total cost, which is 20% more than the original 100%. I can multiply the store cost by 120%, or 1.20. So he chose to do the total times the percent is equal to the part, if you would say, in a way, and the customer's cost is $30. Laura did the original cost is now the part. So 100 is our beginning percent over our total, which is now 120%. Our cost is from 25 over our new total of X, to find that X is equal to 30. All right, so compare Dean's method and Ben's method. So that's what we did here, is we compared the two, where they set up their proportion correctly. They each got $5, but Dean just said the customer's cost was 5. Dean did not take into account that our original price is 25%. We are upcharging an additional $5. Okay, where Ben learned that we upcharge the additional 5, add it to the original 25 to get us the total 30. And then looking at Luke and Laura's method, Luke starts off and explains what we're doing. He learned that the new whole cost, my new total cost, is 20% more than the original of 100%. So it's now really 120% is what we're charging the customer from what we purchased the shirt from. Laura did, so he did the equation, if you would say part equals percent times the whole. Laura used our part over whole equals percent over 100, where our new 100 is 120, because that's how much we charge. That's how much we charge the customer. And our percent is 100 from the original total. It can get a little confusing, I know. Well, let's try some more examples here. So use the methods of your choice to complete the table of the store's cost to the customer for the spirit wear. All right, so I know my part, my total, and my percent. So I know my percent is 20%. Okay, so let's look at the t-shirts. So for my t-shirts, they're going to cost me $8. So that is the store's cost. So part, whole, percent. My whole is $8. My percent is 20. I want to know how much additional am I going to charge my customers. So I'm going to part over 8 equals 20 over 100. Okay, let's go ahead and try the cross product here. So 8 times 20, that's 160, is equal to 100x, because you can say that that's x. I'm going to divide by 100 on both sides, and I'm going to see that 8 times 20. Yep, just making sure. So 160 divided by 100 is 1.6. So I am charging an additional $1.60. So 8 plus 1.6 is equal to $9.60. So my customer cost here is $9.60. All right. I know what my customer's cost is. It's $4.50. And I need to know what was the store's original cost. All right, okay. Let's see. How do I want to go about this? All right, let's use Laura's method. So we're going to use Laura's method of the original was 100%. The new total is 120%. So I'm going to have 100, so which is my percent over my 100 total over my new total of 120. And I'm going to have my part is unknown to 450 is what I paid for it. Okay. All right. I'm going to cross multiply here. I have 120x is equal to, I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator here. Should be 450. I'm going to get x by itself, so I'm going to divide by 120 on both sides. Oop, I did that backwards. No, that's not right. To get 3.75. So the original cost of our face tattoos is $3.75. $3.75. All right. Looking on the back. So solve each percent problem and show your work. Okay, we're going to do a couple together. Then I want you guys to pause the video, try a couple on your own, and then come back and check your answers with me. All right, so I'm going to have my part, my total, and my percent right here. So the $199.99 game console Amy purchased was on sale for 10%. How much did Amy pay? All right, so I'm going to round this number up to $200 just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. So I want to know, how much did Amy pay? So my part is unknown. My total is $200 and my percent is 10%. All right. We know our part over whole is equal to percent over 100. Okay, we know that already. We learned the other day, let me make sure I'm getting this one correct. Model percents. Yeah, let's keep with this one. Part over whole equals percent over 100. Okay, so I do not know my part. My total is 200 is equal to, well, my percent is 10 over 100. All right, so how did I go from 100 to 200? Well, I multiplied by 2. I need to do the same thing to the top, so 10 times 2. So my part is equal to $20. Now, that's not how much I paid for the console. It was on sale, which means I need to take this number and subtract it from 200. So 200 minus 20 is $180 is what she paid for the console. All right, a computer is normally $899. It was discounted for $799. What percent of the original price did Sean pay? So I was discounted, so it means I went down, okay? But I want to know by what percent of the original did he pay. So I'm going to round this up to 900, and I'm going to round this one up to 800. So my part is equal to 800. My total is 900. And I want to know what percent of that did I pay of the original. So I'm going to have 800 over 900 is equal to x over 100. I go from 900 to 9, and I'm going to divide by 9. I'm going to do the same thing to the top. Do 800 divided by 9. And I should get 88.8, and I'm going to round that up right here to 89% was what he paid of the original. Now, that's not 89% off, because that would be, about $100. But of the original cost of 900, we paid $800, which is 89% of my original. All right, let's try one more together. Fernando paid $450 for a netbook. That was 75% of the original price. What was the original price of my netbook? All right, so this was a part of my netbook. So part is equal to 450. Total is unknown. And my percent is 75%. So I'm going to have 450 over X is equal to 75 over 100. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Do I simplify that one? Yeah, I'm going to simplify that. So I am going to simplify this down just to make the numbers a little bit easier. I know that 25 can go into both 75 and 100. So 75 divided by, here we go, I'll show you, divided by 25 is 3. 100 divided by 25 is 4. So I now have 450 over X is equal to 3 over 4. And we're going to use cross product here. So 3X is equal to, well, 4 times 450 is 1,800. Divide by 3 on both sides. And I'm going to get X is equal to 600. So the original cost is $600. All right, I've showed you 2 ways. I've showed you scaling up and scaling down. Then I've showed you a way of cross product. I want you guys to try 7, 8, and 9 on your own, and then come back and check with me. All right, so Fantasy Fun sells a gaming console for $9.99, but they pay only $6.75 per card. What is the percent markup? All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to leave it at what it is. Sorry. Actually, let's round this up here to 10. So part total percent. My part is $6.75. My total is 10, and my percent is unknown. So I'm going to have 6.75 over 10 is equal to percent over 100. I multiply by 10 here. I'm going to multiply by 10 here. And then 6.75 times 10. My percent markup is 67.5%. Actually, no, sorry, that's not the markup. So my percent is 65 or 67.5. So I pay 67.5 per card. I don't mark it up 65% because then that would be, let's see, like half of 6 is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and things of that nature. I need to do 100% minus the 67.5 to figure out how much was it marked up. I'm sorry. And I see 32.5% was markup. All right. Dontel received 30% off when he purchased a rare book regularly, priced at $96.50. How much did Dontel pay? Let's see, received a 30% off when he purchased a rare book regularly priced at $96.50. All right, so my part is unknown. My total is $96.50, and my percent is 30. So I'm trying to find the original cost. or how much will he pay after the 30% off? All right, so my part is unknown. My total is 90, not 99. Yeah. 96.50 to my percent of 30 over 100. I'm going to use my calculator to help me out here. So I'm going to do 96.50 times 30. That's 2895 is equal to 100x. I'm going to divide by 100 on both sides. 2895 divided by 100 to get 2895. Now, that's not what I paid. So I need to take my original cost of $96.50, subtract $28.95 from that. So 96.50 minus 28.95. And I see that I paid, or Dontel paid, $67.55 for the book. And then our last one here, Brittany is selling car magnets. She purchases them for $7.50 each, marks them up by the price of 30%. How much is Brittany planning to charge? All right, so I've got my part, my total, and my percent. So my percent is 30. I want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yeah, okay. So my part is unknown and my total is 750 because I want to know what's 30% of 750 so that I can add that back in. So I'm going to have x over 750 is equal to 30 over 100. We're going to use cross product again. So 7.50 times 30 is 225 equals to 100x. I'm going to divide by 100 on both sides. So 225 divided by 100, x is equal to 2.25. Now, this is not what she's charging because think about it. She buys it for $7.50. She needs to add, so $7.50 plus 2.25 is going to equal $9.75 is how much she's going to charge for that. All right. If you guys have any questions over that, please let us know.